NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open in the middle of the field. It's Hunter Henry's Chargers going up against Walker's Titans. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And we get a look now at Phillip Rivers as he and the Chargers take the field. Rivers finished second in the NFL in passing yards behind Tom Brady in 2017. Over 4,000 yards, 9 of the last 10 years. And he went over 50,000 in the final game of the 2017 season.
Not bad. Man turned 36 in December. You'd think he'd be slowing down and saying, maybe this is it. He looks to me like a guy who wants to play a long time. The enthusiasm has not waned. The performance obviously has not. And very close, he had the Chargers to making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, he was only sacked on 3% of his dropbacks this last year, fewest in the league.
That's right. He knows how to get rid of the ball, and he's also very strong in the pocket, can shrug off a few of those tacklers as well.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
And the man in the spotlight for me for the Tennessee Titans defense is Jarrell Casey, their defensive tackle. Turning the Pro Bowl into a perennial visit, this guy knows how to get upfield, a penetrator, makes a lot of plays in the opposing backfield, and also is excellent in the community in the Nashville area. The Tennessee Titans Man of the Year.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL. Or he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
Just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now, he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Play fake, Rivers. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers, and you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Rivers. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And Mariota, along with the rest of what's been there in Tennessee the last few seasons, they've gone from 3-13 to the divisional round of the playoffs in just 3 years. Yeah, they've done exactly what they expected when they drafted Marcus Mariota, because you draft him to promote your team and move you towards making the playoffs. They got that done in his 3rd season. They expect more of that in the future. They also expect better play from him, because this past season, 13 touchdown passes, 15 interceptions. I expect that ratio to change in a big way in 2018. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick,
and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They keep it with Henry on first down. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And his kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The LA Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier, just missing the playoffs. And, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that, because they started 0-4.
They really channeled, the 1992 Chargers franchise. They started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs, in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here. But the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
To throw is Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Last year for Keenan Allen, by the way, 102 receptions in 2017. Chargers record, he actually passed a running back, LaDainian Tomlinson, who had that record.
Yeah, running back and a Hall of Famer. Third in the NFL in receiving yards with over 1,300, nearly 1,400 yards. Played only 9 games in the last 2 years, but here's why I really like him. Clutch on third down. Led the NFL in third down receptions.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. From the gun, Rivers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked. So
out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They run the counter now on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Charger first down, Rivers hooking up with Allen.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Getting all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and 4.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To the air again, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10. Here's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He dumps it off for Henry. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, the Titans are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Chargers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first, Inman's found on the quick pass and catch, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive. Titans have it at the 2. Henry's looking for room to run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Titans go up by 4. Now early in the second, Allen's wide open, able to make the grab. Won't be brought down until he makes it to the 34-yard line. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. So that'll do it for us in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back up to Nashville as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it again with Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play fake. Mariota. He's going to float this. Play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Mariota to throw it. Going underneath for Lewis. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First down, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete. Hunter
here crossing around really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll toss it to Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Benjamin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now here's a carry heading left. He spins free. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Rivers on first down. And he goes out right around the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Second down, Rivers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
After review of the play, the rookie on the field stands.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On play action, Rivers. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Second down and 4. Operating from the gun. Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rivers now on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They begin with Henry. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota now to throw on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Rivers now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. A first down throw here for Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Mebane able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mariota to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Handoff to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. Mariota now on 2nd down.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. Well, they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Derrick Henry might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.